Heyo. So I'm here with another video, my third of the day. I'm going a little bit crazy, having fun. So in this video I'm going to have my new comic book day pickups as well as about 30 back issues. First things first, I just opened up this Whiz Bang by New Belgium. It's a Hoppy Blonde. Cheers. It's nice. It's crisp. Yeah, it's crisp, a little citrusy maybe. Alright, so starting with Doctor Strange. This is definitely the last issue of Doctor Strange and the Sorcerer Supreme that I'm going to pick up. I love this cover. The artist is Javier Rodriguez, and it's written by Robbie Thompson, and has inks by Alvaro Lopez and colors by Jordi Belair. Main reason I picked up this book to start with was Javier Rodriguez's artwork. He used to work on Spider-Woman, and I thought he did wonderful stuff in that series. I think he's also doing pretty interesting stuff, good work in this series as well. But I'm real bored with the story, and I'm real bored with, in particular, how they treat magic. I'm not sure if it's a normal, or if it I've never read Doctor Strange, so I'm not sure if this is the way the magic is dealt with normally in Doctor Strange, but I'm done. But yeah, I love this cover. So next I picked up Spider-Woman, issue number 14. The artist is Veronica Fish. It's written by Dennis Hopeless, and the colorist is Rachel Rosenberg. I've become a very big fan of Dennis Hopeless, as well as Veronica Fish, as well as Rachel Rosenberg. This issue was good. It continued. So in the previous issue, spoilers if you haven't kept up, Spider-Woman's friend Porcupine was quote-unquote killed at the end of the previous issue, and so she starts to investigate that. Carol Danvers, Ms. Marvel, offers to watch her baby, which they're not on good terms these days, so I don't know. That's an interesting moment. And yeah, it's a good issue. I highly recommend Spider-Woman. I don't see a lot of people picking it up, but I think the art's beautiful. I think the color's beautiful. I think the writing's nice. Spider-Woman is like super strong, super badass, but like kind of low key about it. A little bit snarky, and I really like her character. So then I picked up Hulk issue number 1. I picked up the sketch variant, partially because I hate this cover, and partially because ADI Samurai has been doing a few sketch covers, and I don't know. I felt the paper, and I don't know. Might play around with it. This issue was awesome, I thought. It's written by Marco Tamaki. The artist is Nico Leone, and the colorist is Matt Mia. So I might show a lot of this book, so if you haven't read it, spoiler warning. It was a for the most part, it was a slow issue. a lot of internal stuff. A lot of what's her name? Jennifer Walters. A lot of Jennifer Walters thinking to herself. Struggling with the situation. I guess the Hulk, what's his name? I'm forgetting his name, but he was killed by Hawkeye, and she was almost killed. So there's some trauma she's dealing with. And she's a lawyer, so she's, which I'm sure everybody knows. So she's meeting with her clients. There's this new client which is super interesting. Maybe alien, I don't know. I don't know much about this world or what I'm getting into. But yeah, so turns out this is her waiting room, which is the first like glimpse into the craziness of what she's dealing with, or the sci-fi or the superhero side of her being a lawyer. So last thing I want to say about this book is that the moment, so like there's not much Hulk in this issue, but the moments when it manifests itself are super visceral. Like I felt like the chair I was sitting on was shaking. Like this one, she just like, the bigness of it all pisses her off, and she smashes the buttons in the elevator as if it was nothing. And it's not even shown, just the damage is shown. Yeah, so I'm super excited about this series. I thought the art was great. I thought the coloring was great. Different, I thought, kind of different coloring than I've seen. A lot of muted colors. Alright. So now I'm going to get into some back issues. I picked up these yesterday. I picked up the sketch cover of, or the blank cover of Spider-Woman Volume 5, so it's the previous volume, which is an issue that I do not have, and I need 2, 3, 4 to complete that volume. So I'm excited about that. I'm, again, excited about the blank covers to play around with. I'm not sure. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I've never drawn superheroes, or at least, yeah, I've never seriously drawn superheroes. Yeah. So then I picked up, so I'm mostly trying to pick up stuff in my, like I've made lists of series that I'm trying to complete. Cable and X-Force is one of those, so I picked up issue number 8. I also found these 3 issues of Rachel Rising, which I would love to complete that series, but it's what, 48 issues, so that's a large task. I only have maybe 5 issues, but love the artwork, love these covers. So I got 16, I got 17, and I got 18. So yeah, that's, I mean, every Rachel Rising issue that I find, I'm going to pick up these days. And I probably have half of Cable and X-Force, which I'm picking up because it's written by Dennis Hopeless, who writes Spider-Woman. So then I found this issue of Birds of Prey. I forget what year this is, but it's written by Terry Moore, and it's issue 47 of Birds of Prey. Which completes my, so there's 3 issues that Terry Moore wrote, and he wrote 47, And then these two I had previously, 48 and 49. So I'm excited about that. Excited to read those. So then today I went back to my store mostly to pick up this Cable and X-Force issue number 1, which I do not have. So now I think I have 1 through 8, and then a few in the teens. But yeah, also a sketch cover, so excited to play around with that. Then I got super excited about this. This is the only book that I got for cover price, or maybe 50 cents more. But it's issue 1, or it's issue 4 of Hawkeye, Fractions Hawkeye, and the art is by Polito. I'm forgetting his first name, and I didn't find it quickly, so. But Polito also did issue number 5, and I think it's a 2-issue story. So I'm excited to have that. Excited to read those. Then I picked up a few issues of Sheltered, which is a series that I have all the trades for, but I love it. I love the art, I love the writing. It's written by Ed Bryson, who also did a book called The Violent this year, and is about to come out with a book with what's it called? Bullseye for Marvel. And the artist is Johnny Christmas, and the colorist is Shari Chunkama. Love the art, love the coloring in this book. Yeah, Johnny Christmas is one of my favorite artists. So this story is it's a group of preppers, so prepping for the apocalypse, gathering food and weapons, and the kids, spoiler, happens in the first issue, but it's kind of the trigger for the series. So I don't know, I highly recommend this series, but if you want to get into it completely clean, then spoiler coming ahead. The kids decide that they will not be able to survive if the parents are around, so they kill all the parents. So then there's all kinds of internal conflict between the children, and yeah, gets into super dark places. Real cool character stuff, and like I said, I think amazing art. Johnny Christmas is great with expressions, great with like conveying emotion and story through expressions. So I got 3 which I did not have, 5 which I did not have, and 7 which I did not have. This cover's cool because this character is such a little shit, and like this is the way he thinks of himself. And finally, I picked up some issues of Catwoman. I think this was in maybe 2001, 2003. So part of the reason I'm picking up this is Brubaker. Ed Brubaker's the writer. And I have maybe 10 issues already. And I found these to fill in some gaps. I would like to pick up, so the goal that I've set is to pick up 1 through 40, except I also picked up 41 today. But yeah, I think Brubaker stops writing this series around maybe the late 30s. So I picked up 23, 25, 26. These are going to be sliding. I'm just going to let them slide. 27. 29. 30. That is a cool cover. 35. 37. 38. 39. 41. The colorist, I think, on most of this series is Palmiotti, and I think that's Jimmy Palmiotti's the inker. Okay. I don't know if he's the inker throughout. I think there's a few issues where he may be the artist. Most of the artists, I think all the artists are new to me. Which is why I'm not mentioning them. This artist in this series, or in this issue, I think does a few of the earlier ones, which I have. Davis. I like his work. Anyway, I'm just looking at these books and talking to myself at this point. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful night. And cheers.